Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So finally I can talk about my big plans here. I've been teasing this grail for a couple of weeks now, and finally I can confirm with you guys that I'm getting this 100%. And some of you may already understood what I was talking about in my previous videos, where I was saying that at the beginning of 2026 I'm gonna get my holy grail, which is the Prime 1 Studios Hunter scale Jungle Hunter Predator, obviously from the original movie. And I'm able to get the DX bonus version, which comes with some great goodies, some bonus stuff, obviously from the movie, some extra accessories or parts, whatever you want to call it. So finally, again, I was expecting to get this in March, but I'm gonna get it pretty much just after the New Year. So Saturday, I'm shooting this video the 31st of December. So technically New Year's Eve as I'm filming this. So obviously Happy New Year to everyone. I'm not sure when this video is gonna come up, but pretty much this is the first video out of 3. Obviously this is like pretty much discussing I was able to get this with you guys, show you guys a preview. Then it's gonna be the unboxing of this guy, and then I'm gonna do a review, and maybe like another fourth video, which is pretty much gonna be like a showcase. But yeah, I'm very excited with this one. So I pretty much gonna tell you guys how I came across this. It's pretty much about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, which is quite a coincidence because I was getting a new garage shelf from my room, and then as I got home from shopping that, because I was looking for an extra garage shelf, which was about larger than what my current one are. This one is 24 inches long, wide should I say, and the other ones were like 18. So I wanted something wider, which is funny because I got home and then a guy contacted me if I was still looking for the Prime 1 Jungle Hunter Predator, which is obviously this one right here. The guy said, oh, I have the deluxe bonus version, are you still interested? And then he obviously gave me his price, which was obviously still a lot of money. I'm gonna talk about that when I'm gonna do the unboxing very soon, but I couldn't say no. And then what I had to do, obviously I had to do the math in my head. I said, do I have other pre-orders that are coming in before the new year or after? And then I said, well, I have to sell a lot of stuff to acquire this holy grail, because for me, what's the definition of holy grail is something that's unattainable. It's something that's very expensive, and this guy pretty much checks all those boxes. Again, it's my holy grail, and I still think to this day this is the best predator collectible out there, especially the best representation of the jungle hunter from pretty much all of the companies out there. I think Prime 1 did this guy justice. Is very accurate, a little bit overscale, but I'm gonna talk about that in his review. So yeah, so let's take a look here at some of the pictures, just give you guys a preview. So obviously when they announced this one, I don't know, 3 years ago or something like that, maybe 4, they did some improvements when it comes to some of the parts on the figure. So as you can see here, here's the ZBrush 3D sculpting. Is pretty much ZBrush is used in the video game industry, in the movie industry, and I guess Prime 1 and other companies like Hot Toys are pretty much using this one to sculpt their figures, statues, whatever. So as you can see, they've added additional details here in the middle part. It looks very accurate. Now these, what I like about Prime 1, again, they are doing stuff that other companies are not doing. As you can see, they're adding a lot more details, and they're listening to the fans, which is awesome. Again, same thing here with the hand. As you can see, before and after, it's a lot more detailed, which is interesting. So yeah, as you can see, this guy is massive, 90 centimeters tall. I think that's about 36 inches tall, if I'm not mistaken. And as you can see, this is their previous, I guess, score scale. This is from Big Game, obviously the comic books, which is obviously modeled after the Jungle Hunter. As you can see, this one is 71.8, which a lot of statue collectors think that this is overscaled as well. But obviously, this is score scale. This is 1/3 scale. And again, I'm gonna talk about the scale in his review, because I think he's a little bit overscale. Again, it's not a big deal for me. Yeah, so again, this is the deluxe version that I'm gonna get. Obviously here they've teased the closed mouth version, which that's a slap in the face because you have to spend like $900 to get the closed mouth head plus like a bust, which is ridiculous in my opinion. They should have, gave all the head sculpts, within like the or make like an ultimate version of this one. But again, this one comes with a lot of accessories. And again, what I'm freaking out about this one is all the details, like the sculpting, the paint application. A lot of companies, even like Sideshow before, when they made this guy in Coruscant, they forgot to add the quills on the chest. And these are separate pieces on the shoulders. You have quills throughout the face. The paint application is second to none. It's insane. And again, this is the prototype. I think, there are some other changes that were better on the release. Again, you have the quills on the shoulder right there, and just the overall pose and the presence of this guy. And again, this is part of the bonus version. You have these wrist plates that you only saw at the end of the movie when he was chasing Dutch and he kind of trapped his head in between the log using these wrist blades. Again, it's interesting. I'm not gonna use them obviously, but I'm gonna show you guys in the review. And I believe all of the wrist blades that he comes with are die cast, which is incredible. So again, you have these, which is cool. Again, awesome pictures right there. You can kind of see it looks a little bit goofy, but it is what it is. It's also interesting that Hot Toys are gonna include these parts, I think, on their deluxe version, which is interesting. It's a fantastic base. It's very massive. You have the acrylic water right there. Again, awesome. The dreadlocks are kind of like a vinyl material. So a lot of people, what they did is because they came squished inside the box. So what a lot of people did is they pretty much use heat, kind of open them and make them more accurate. So it's probably something I have to do. Again, if you see those quills, like the wetness of the statue is insane. Because obviously predators are always wet. That's just part of their skin, I guess. And you see the crazy details inside the mandibles, the eyes. Fantastic piece. Again, here you can remove the shoulder cannon, which is accurate at the end of the movie. Again, detachable plasma cannon. And they also made some changes with the teeth right there. The bottom 4 teeth. I don't really see the difference as I'm looking. Maybe it's like the position or the angle. But it's looking fantastic. Again, I'm gonna talk about these details once I get the statue, which is gonna be Saturday. It's gonna be insane. The seller offered to obviously deliver the statue obviously as a cost, because at the beginning I was looking to rent a van, and man, it's a pain in the ass. I was looking at U-Haul or maybe even at Home Depot, and it's like $250 plus gas, and it's like insane. Yeah, so you have the 3 variation of the wrist blades right here, the small, medium, and large. Man, I'm so excited to get this. And again, they added some adjustments to the shoulder cannon, as you can see, before and after, and same thing on the back, the position. Again, some more ZBrush sculpts right there. Again, this is the 3D renders of the prototype, which is insane. You can see like that reptilian texture on the skin. Man, cannot get away this one. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult to get the legs inside the base, because a lot of people had issues with that. I think it takes 2 people just to align everything, because if you're not careful you can scratch the base, or you can scratch his toenails, which can break, because those are kind of pointed pieces. And again, the paint application on the mask, you have 2 masks with this one. This is like the more movie accurate version with like the damage which is painted on the mask, but you also have another version which is like sculpted. As you can see, there's battle damage on the chest right there. This is obviously the open mouth head sculpt. There's like 4 heads that come with the deluxe. There's like the gourd mask, which unfortunately a lot of people don't like that head. That's pretty much like what Stan Winston designed before doing the changes, because he thought that that mask kind of looked too similar to what the creature looks underneath. So he went with like a more smooth version, as you can see here, which is like the classic look that we all know and love. As you can see, awesome. Other pictures here, and as you can see, you have two versions. You have the props biomask and the detailed one. This one is similar to like the first color that they did. You have the, I guess, more a 3D effect with the battle damage right there, the crack on the mouth part. and also the paint application is different, as you can see. This one is way shinier, but again more movie accurate. And again, it's interesting because throughout the years, I think every other maker that made like a Predator biomask or like a statue, a lot of people got the mask wrong. I mean, this one has a very specific shape, you know, that's accurate to the movie. As you can see, it's very wide here. Here is more narrow, like the smoothness. A lot of companies like Sideshow did like the mask wrong, the proportions, the eyes. Whereas Prime One here pretty much nailed it. Like this thing is like 100%. As you can see, very movie accurate. And this again, part of the deluxe, you get the Billy spinal cord, which is nasty. As you can see, you have a lot of flesh, tendons, muscle, and some fresh blood on the accessory here. It looks very big. Obviously, keep in mind this is 1/3 scale, so it's gonna be massive, and you have to do some size comparison. But this right here looks just like a shot from the movie, a movie still. Again with the lighting. Also, I have to buy some lights inside the new garage shelf, because I'm gonna use some lights. Maybe I'm also gonna buy some plants, that put behind this guy. Even though he has enough on the base, I'm gonna try to make like a special display. As you can see, the base is insane, very large. This one, yeah, sculpts update, again, fantastic. This is like he's coming out of the water right there, shooting. I think this one he was shooting at the hedgehog in the movie, I think, or he was like an possum or something like that, where he was following Arnold, and then Arnold was kind of blending in with the mud and everything. Also, speaking of Arnold, man, we need an Arnold from Prime One as Dutch. I don't know why it's taking so long, but we need one obviously to go with his masterpiece right here. So again, this is pretty much what you get in the bonus version. You have the Max Skull, Hopper's dog tags. You have some extra fists, as you can see with you have a different pattern with the thumb right there, as you can see. So you pretty much have 4 extra parts with the deluxe bonus, which a lot of people are hunting down, because this is a grail, obviously sold out a couple of months ago. I think last year this thing was still available. So as you can see, this is the Gort mask. Again, some more shots. That skull is gonna be epic. You can see like the burned mark on the head right there, the forehead, with the blast effect. And again, they did some sculpting. I'm not sure. You see, it looks like this one is a little bit higher up than this, the cod piece. Again, same here. Again, there's a lot of pictures, so I want to go through them faster here. But again, the Gort mask, which I think is a fantastic design. Obviously, we saw this design in Predator 2 on one of the Lost Tribes members. I forgot his name. It was the Warrior Predator or something like that. But again, look at that, how realistic that is. With the shots right there in the back, with the waterfall, this thing looks very realistic. And again, this is the other head sculpt, which is kind of more slightly closed mandibles. This is the open mouth again. Freaking fantastic. Yeah, so it's just a preview here, a quick video of showing you guys what's coming. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned again with the unboxing of this guy. I'm gonna do that as soon as possible here, obviously. As you can see, the dimensions of the base. I mean, this is why this guy takes a garage shelf, because it's 71 centimeters wide, and then 68 deep by 90 tall, which is insane. Again, it's gonna be the most expensive, pretty much, collectible in my room. Even more of that than the one by Blitzway. Again, you can see all the parts right there. Again, I'm not gonna go into too much details, because again, I'm gonna show you guys everything as I unbox it. Hopefully, I'm gonna have no surprises, because that's gonna suck. Again, this guy was expensive as shit. Even though I got an excellent deal, I pretty much almost saved like $2,000, because again, I've heard some collectors, when they bought this guy from Prime One, shipping alone was like $1,500, if not more. Then you had import fees and whatnot. So this guy, got it, expensive. A lot of, on average, most people paid like, $4,000, $4,500 for this guy. I'm gonna discuss again what I paid. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to stick around on the full unboxing of this guy. Let me know what you think. And as usual, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, is gonna help a lot, as we're getting close to 3,000 subscribers, which is insane. Also, I'm gonna celebrate uh, my full year on YouTube, which is gonna come out shortly in January. So yeah, see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye, guys.